You're watching Talent Talks brought to you by Saba Software, the video series where we give guidance and tips to help your managers be better coaches. Today I'm bringing in Kris Dunn, the CHRO kind of C-suite level from Kinetics. Kris, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Tim. It's great to be with you on this series. I can't wait to talk about career agents.
Well, that's what we're bringing in, right? We're going to talk about career agents. I want you to explain to the audience, what's a career agent?
So, Tim, a career agent is really a concept where the best managers understand that they really have to frame everything they're trying to get out of the employee for the business, for themselves, for the team. They've got to frame things they're asking the employee to do from the lens of how it's going to improve the employee's career prospects. Like too often, we're very directive and we say, we need this, we need that. You need to do this, Tim. All of those things. I need this. Here's why. It's for the company. And that's effective, but it's not as effective as it can be because we know that employees' loyalty to our companies is at an all-time low, as it should be with the economics that are going on and with all of the outsourcing, everything in the landscape. And we know that the best managers get the best retention by reframing those conversations to, is it good for the company? To quote a movie that I love, Office Space. And now we say, here's why it's good for you as somebody on my team, and here's how it's going to help your career.
So you and I both try as leaders to be career agents. It's kind of a constant, development kind of process. How does a manager become a career agent? What do they have to do?
Well, the first thing they have to do, like if you think about that intro that I just gave you, the first thing they've got to do is reframe all of their conversations, right? So rather than being directive and telling people what's needed, here's your goal, here's why it's good for the company, they've got to really refocus the lens. And they've got to say, let's talk, here's why it's good for the company, but let's talk about why this is good for you. And let's talk about how we can squeeze maybe some stuff out of this goal that we need out of this position for the company to make you better and to make you more valuable in the marketplace. And by the way, Tim, that's a hard thing for a lot of managers to do because they're scared to death of losing their employees. So if you say, hey, let's make you more valuable in the marketplace, that seems really counterintuitive. But what we see time and time again is people who are truly career agents, they can have those conversations and a funny thing happens. People start to trust them more and people really kind of know their past experiences and they know this person is different. And even though they're talking about let's make you more valuable in the marketplace, a funny thing ends up happening. They get better retention than the people who are scared to death. And we'll talk about the scary marketplace where they could go with the new skills they're developing.
So when I was going to ask you what the hardest part about becoming a career agent was, so besides that piece of, hey, I might lose talent, so I don't necessarily want to be a coach to them and develop them, is there anything else?
Well, I think the biggest thing, Tim, is you've got to have a development plan in almost every conversation you have, right? So career agents as managers do a couple things really well. First of all, they give up control of one-on-ones to the employee, which the best companies do already. But then they get into just the microcosms of the job, even their coaching day to day. So if you're on my team and I see you doing something, I'm going to use like a lightweight coaching tool. I want to have a quick conversation with you. What I've got to do is ultimately, in the feedback I give you on the fly very quickly, I've got to reinforce why it's good for you. And it's the day-to-day kind of walk with the employee. Like we're all busy, right? Yeah. But the best managers understand that they can take 10% more time in a conversation and frame it the right way to provide that value and to do all the things that a career agent does as a manager. So it's hard. It's the day-to-day stuff.
Yeah. So I love the concept of career agents. Hey, if you love it, make sure you make a comment down into the little comment bar there on the video platform, YouTube-ish or whatever it might be. But leave us a comment. Also, subscribe to the series. We want to keep doing these, and Saba's been great to let us do this. And also, thank you. Obviously, you've been watching Talent Talks by Saba Software, and we'll see you next time.